When this will all pass away, we'll have a new heaven and have a new earth. I know that it's really not that far away. I can see signs in the sun and the earth.
Revelation chapter 22, part 1, verses 1 through 9. Inside the Holy City. Basic study of Revelation, compiled by Gaetan, read by Anna. Revelation 22:1. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb. We're actually seeing inside the Holy City now, the new Jerusalem that will come down from God out of heaven to a new earth, the kingdom come. And here we see a beautiful river that flows right out of the throne of God, right through the center of the city, which is like a beautiful park. This city is going to be so very, very beautiful. David the psalmist once wrote, "There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacles of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved." Psalm 46, verses 4 and 5. Surely this river of life is what he must have been referring to, as there is no river flowing through the old city of Jerusalem. Revelation 7:17. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them unto living fountains of waters. Revelation 2, verse 7. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of God. In the original Garden of Eden, there were two very remarkable trees. One was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. This is the one that Eve and then Adam disobediently ate from, that brought about their fall and banishment from the garden. And the reason given for their banishment was that they had to be prevented from then eating from the second tree, the tree of life. Genesis 3, verses 22 to 23. Then the Lord God said, Behold, the man has become like one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. Therefore the Lord God sent him out of the Garden of Eden to till the ground from which he was taken. Therefore it seems that Adam and Eve could have lived forever if they had partaken of the fruit of the tree of life. So, if humankind then could have lived forever if their bodies were nourished with this fruit, if it was the missing ingredient to corporal immortality, then look what the book of Revelation says will be available once again in the heavenly city. Revelation 22:2. In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manners of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And the trees are undoubtedly the same kind as the tree of life that stood in the Garden of Eden. And now there are many of them. These heavenly trees will bear 12 different kinds of fruit, a different kind every month. Think of that. It seems the prophet Ezekiel also caught a glimpse of this wonderful river and these heavenly trees and described them thus. Ezekiel 47:12. And by the river upon the bank thereof, on this side and on that side, shall grow all trees for meat, whose leaf shall not fade, neither shall the fruit thereof be consumed. It shall bring forth new fruit according to his months, because their waters they issued out of the sanctuary. The fruit thereof shall be for meat, and the leaf thereof for medicine. We read before that in the heavenly city there's not going to be any more pain, sickness, death, sorrow, or crying. So, why do the leaves of the trees have to be used for the healing of the nations? Well, it looks like those kings and nations outside the city will not be the same kind of people as the saved, those who already love Jesus now, and who will then be living inside the city. Those outside will need some kind of healing. If that's not a literal tree or literal leaves, it certainly is a marvelous figurative picture of the fact that we will be taking life from the city. Some healing power of bringing back life or more life to those outside who apparently still need some kind of healing. Maybe it is spiritual healing, maybe it's mental healing, and maybe it's just simply to get them better prepared to know God, to worship Him, love Him, and serve Him in the outside world. If only the saved can be in the heavenly city, who are those nations living outside on the new earth? We read in chapter 20 that at the white throne judgment, God will gather all the unsaved dead of all ages, and they will be judged according to their works. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. Revelation 20, verse 12. See also Matthew 25, verses 31 through 46. The very worst will be thrown into the lake of fire, and it is our opinion that some people were not bad enough to go to hell, and even though they were pretty good, they didn't get saved through Jesus in their lifetime. And it appears that they are the ones who will be allowed to be on the new earth. God is going to have mercy on them. He's going to send His children out of those 12 pearly gates of that holy city with the leaves of the tree of life for their healing. God's children who live in that lovely city will be the ones to gather these special leaves and take them out for the healing and helping of the folks outside. It's going to be quite a job ministering to all those people out on the surface of the earth outside the holy city. Whole nations with kings, governments, peoples, lands, still outside. But even though they aren't allowed to live in the city, they still must feel pretty good even to be allowed to live outside on such a heavenly planet like that. Revelation 22, 3. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of God and of the Lamb shall be in it, and His servants shall serve Him. The curse began with Adam and Eve. Genesis 3:17. And unto Adam He said, Because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, Thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. And there shall be no more curse. Although much of the curse has been removed during the millennium, on the new earth it is going to be completely gone. The last vestiges of the curse, specifically death, will be defeated. The last enemy that will be destroyed is death. 1 Corinthians 15:26. there shall be no more death. Revelation 21:4. All will be new and perfect and pure and the way God intended for it to be in the first place. The Lord recreates the earth's surface into the most beautiful heavenly land that man has ever known. It will be similar to the beautiful countryside of some places of the earth today, with rolling greenery, fields and forests, streams and lakes, but it will be far better. There will be no more storms, no more great catastrophes and cataclysms or disasters. All will be beautiful and peaceful, the very paradise of God that all men have always longed for. The millennium was a precursor of the new earth, almost there, but not quite. The curse was still partially there, and not everyone was submitted to God's laws of love. But on the new earth, for the first time in earth's history since the Garden of Eden, all will live together in perfect peace and love and harmony. The world is going to be similar to the way it would have been if Adam and Eve had never fallen. All the inhabitants have been resurrected, and although they have bodies similar to what they had before, it is a good guess that the bodies must be different in that they are created to live forever. The gradual catabolism, or wearing down of our bodies that we now experience, must be gone. Revelation 22:4. And they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads. Matthew 5:8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. 1 John 3, verses 2 through 3. Beloved, now are we the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And every man that hath this hope in him purifies himself, even as he is pure. Revelation 3:12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God. And I will write upon him my new name. Revelation 22:5. And there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun, for the Lord God giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. Isaiah 60, verses 19 through 20. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord shall be thine everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. And they shall reign forever and ever. Daniel 7:18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Revelation 22:6 and 7. And he said unto me, These sayings are faithful and true. And the Lord God of the holy prophets sent his angel to show unto his servants the things which must shortly be done. Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. Behold, I come quickly cannot be taken in a temporal sense, because it has been 2,000 years since these words were given, and Jesus isn't here yet. Jesus didn't say he was coming soon. He said he was going to come quickly when he came. In other words, when he comes, he's going to come quickly and suddenly, really fast. It says here, I come quickly, or perhaps better understood as suddenly. Revelation 1:3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. We are told that we are blessed when we read the book of Revelation. Many people, and even Christians, say, "Oh, I don't want to read the book of Revelation. It scares me." But if the Lord gave us this book, it must be that he wants us to read and understand it, at least large portions of it, as we continue to advance in these last days so we can be prepared. He says we are blessed if we do, not frightened. Revelation 22, verses 8 and 9. And I, John, saw these things and heard them. And when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel which showed me these things. Then saith he unto me, See thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets, of them which keep the sayings of this book. Worship God. He said, Don't worship me, I'm one of your brethren the prophets. He doesn't say which prophet he was. He could have been any one of the major prophets, minor prophets, Moses, Daniel, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jeremiah, or prophets since the days of the Lord. He didn't say which one, but he said, I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren the prophets. I am one of your fellow servants, so don't worship me, but worship the Lord. Designed, compiled, and edited by Gaetan from multiple sources.
If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment on it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. God bless you.
New Jerusalem, and God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying. The former things are passed away. No more tears and pain. Forever and forever they shall reign in New Jerusalem. There shall be no night there. They don't need a lamp, no light with